Amen. Amen. Same old boy 100. Counting these hundreds, I started with nothing. Remix no whip, and I'm done with the kitchen. Know what I mean? My ninja come, bitch, let's get to this chicken. All these suckers and most of these, they smile in my face, but they hate that I'm winning. I feel it in the air when I walk in the building. Lame ass niggas still caught in they feeling. Free all my niggas up out of the prison. RIP Low, my big homie, I miss him. RIP Lajay, Cuzzo, I miss you. I'm still on a mission. I'm chasing these million. Free all my niggas up out of the prison. RIP Low, my big homie, I miss him. Same old boy 100. You already know I'm tapped in, man. We live the morning, man, early. We out here. You know, I'm a little late. I'm a little late for my own helpings. I gotta go to the car wash. You know I like to wash my car every day. Got transportation service. This is my transportation vehicle that I take people A to B to. Here I go. I'm dribbling my words. You know, I ain't had my coffee. Let me sip my coffee. Yeah. I don't got the best wordplay in the world, but guess what? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And today you already know, man. We talking about hip hop history, bro. I've been in the rap game and around the rap game since '05. I went to Bankhead. I went to Bowen Homes in '05. Bankhead. First time I met Carlos, Bowen Homes Carlos. That's who I met. Bowen Homes Carlos in Bowen's Homes, right? I pull up with my cuz, you know, we out there in Bowen Homes. I seen this dude, right? You know, I was in Chicago. We went down, there was some family stuff going on in Atlanta. I pulled up to Chicago. I pulled up from Chicago to Atlanta with my cousin Tower. My cousin Tower was down. I go Fall Tower, Swag Rich CEO on all social media, right? But boom, we did, right? My cousin Tower telling me about this guy. He be down there, he hang with, they be doing the music and stuff. He know I liked it, the rap and all that type of stuff too. So, you know, I'm thinking to myself, man, let me go tap in with these guys, right? So I ended up going to Atlanta. You know, few family members, we went down there to visit. We kicking it. We doing us. Then we end up pulling the Bowen Homes Project. Bowen Homes Project right on West Side on Bankhead Highway. So we pull up over there. Whole bunch of people surrounded by one person. They out there playing cards, but it's a lot of people out there. There's joysticks out there and everything, right? Money flowing. I'm talking about these dudes out here getting money. I'm like, oh, they out here getting money like they do in the hundreds in K-Town, in Chicago, in Chirac, right? I got some of them. I feel like my peripheral vision. I hate seeing some of my peripheral vision, right? But I'm like, dang, they getting money out here. But in Chicago, people, man, they love their Gucci. Louis and Gucci, they ain't wearing it on a regular day basis, but when they pop out, they popping out. You know, might be some Gucci, Louis, Burberry, all that. Prada. But this particular dude, has some Gucci shoes. He was stepping on the back of the Gucci shoes. What's good? What's good, J Hood? And look, this dude, Bowen Carlos, was stepping on the back of Gucci shoes, wearing them like house shoes, right? I'm confused. I'm like, them can't be real or something. Who just walk around stepping on the back of their shoes, don't even care nothing about them like some old forces. This how hard he flexing. This the biggest flex I ever seen. Whole time, these real Gucci shoes, but this man getting so much money, he don't care nothing about them. He walking on the back of Gucci shoes, man. This is Bowen Homes Carlos, who later I learned he ended up being Shawty Low. Y'all know him by Shawty Low. When I first heard about him, it was, yeah, I'm out here with my homeboy Bowen Homes Carlos and his guys, and all of they got this going on, they got that going on. My man stepping on the back of Gucci shoes, bro, like they house shoes. And I know how much Gucci shoes. Gucci's was a ticket back then. So if any man walk around just stepping on the back of Gucci shoes, that was different. I was more confused. Like, why dude doing that? Who he think he is? Well, them got to be fake. Cause remember, we was hitting Old Nat and Garby Road Mall and all that stuff. We knowing about this fake Gucci and all the fake jewelry and all the cap jewelry. You know, people was hitting that joint up, you know. I wore fake Gucci before. I will cap to you. I got talked into it. That wasn't even my style. I'd never been a fake jewelry guy, fake nothing guy. But you know, I let my cuz talk me into it. He like, man, we in Atlanta, cuz. Man, know the difference, cuz. But I knew the difference. So it was like more like, yo, I know the difference. I can't do that, cuz. You know what I mean? I was getting real money. 21st and Paid was a real thing. You got to understand. 21st and Paid, man, we had the Vikes, Somas, Xannies, gas. You understand? We got the gas on deck. We had Beaster. What you mean? Beaster, Mid, Pillows of Mid. We had the dice games, poker games, Georgia Skin. We playing skin. We called it the skin joint. Yeah. Georgia Skin. We had everything going on in the building, man. We had it cracking. Everybody gambling and having fun. So I really wasn't into it. And I can't say cuz didn't have money, but he wasn't getting money like me. He was my cousin. I respect him. I love him. He just wasn't getting money like me. WWE was good. But yeah, he wasn't getting money like me, right? However it go. So I'm able to buy the stuff, but I'm letting him end up talking me in there. He like, you know, it's my big cousin. I honored him for real. Like, he one of them dudes I looked up to. He, like I said, sometimes it ain't always about having the most money. I respected him. He ain't have more money than me, but I still respect him. He was a stand-up dude. I still looked up to him. But around this time, I'm getting money in Chicago though. I'm living in this name at his mom house, my cousin's mom house and shit. I'm having shoebox money back then. I'm in K-Town getting money on West End and Keeler. Maypole. I was on West End and Keeler. I lived on Maypole and Keeler, upstairs from Chalonda. Chalonda is the mother of Angelo Roberts Jr. Angelo Roberts Jr., if you don't know him, Angelo Roberts, he had his own he had his own gang. The Angelo Foes, right? I don't know if the police behind me, cuz let me wipe my windshield. I ain't worried about him. But Angelo Roberts had his own gang called the Angelo Foes. My cousin was an Angelo Foe. At that, the cousin who I looked up to. He used to be around Angelo before he started hanging around Shorty Low. That's what's funny about it, right? Boom, however it go. I'm looking up to cuz. Hold on. I'm about to die. I looked up to cuz. I honored cuz. I respected him. He was a real dude. Like, he was a solid dude. So, back to Born Home Carlos, a.k.a. Shorty Low. It's 05. You know, it's going down there, man. You know, my cousin been telling me about this dude since 04. Been telling me about coming down and visit, you know, but I never made it around. So I go down there, you know, I meet him and everything. You know, I meet this squad, whole bunch of young, wild dudes around him. First dude I met was Bebe. If you in Atlanta, Bankhead area, you know Bebe. Bebe, goddamn, he the mascot of Bankhead. He the mascot. Bebe, the mascot of Bank. He ain't no celebrity. He not nobody everybody gonna know. Bebe one of them dudes, if you know, you know, on the west side. You know what I'm saying? If you on that west side, you know Bebe. You ain't about to even act like you don't know Bebe. He always out there. He turned up. He energetic, cool dude. I rock with Bebe since day one. So however, like, he the first person I seen because he out there popping it. You know what I mean? I wanted me some gas. He get me some gas. Bebe get me the gas. Before we even pulled them Born Homes. So we end up going to Born Homes, kicking it. You know, everybody rolling up, smoking. I'm just peeping the scene, you know. Cuz introducing me to everybody, but you know, I still want to be the type of person. I want to see what's going on around here. Cause these dudes out here sticked up. They got sticks. Dudes walking. I seen a dude walking down. He had 3 straps on him. He had 3 joints on him, right? He had one in the front, one in the side, and one in the back. I was wondering, like, why he need all these joints? What he doing? What's going on out here? But I guess that's how he was carrying it. And my cuz say, yeah, that's how they do down here, cuz they just carry it. And, you know, leaving Chicago, ain't nobody dudes just openly carrying like that. I ain't never seen no dude open carry like they do in Georgia. He open carrying. He just walking around with 3 joints. Ain't nobody saying nothing to him. 12 ain't bothering him. He just walking down Bankhead Highway with. Then he pull up, walking boy hole. Like, man, what he got all these joints for? However it go, man, look. He just had that many on him. I guess he felt safe like that. So everybody out there gambling, kicking it, you know. This dude so smooth though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Home, Shorty Low smooth. His throw was good, dude, man. He a jokester. He play some jokes, man. Shorty Low type of guy. He'd do like this. He'd be like, it's something in your shirt, then hit you with the boom, Joan. You know what I mean? You'll look down like he'd be like, you know what I mean? He did that. He was a funny dude. Like he'll pull all type of pranks and pull little tricks on you. He was down to earth. He wasn't one of them dudes that just because he was having paper, he was acting like he is more than who he was or better than everybody. He was like one of the regular guys. Yeah, bro. Bro, everybody was strapped. Mind you, in Chicago, everybody be having them around. Some of them be having them on their hip, but you got to understand the police pulling up and shaking you down, bro, if you just outside. They call it loitering. They got a reason to shake you down. I got locked up in Chicago for loitering, and I ain't did nothing. We just was out there chilling. Mind you, I was out there working them packs, the gas packs. I had the $10 007 out there in West End and Keeler. We had that joint doing it. How many? Peas in the hole. How many? The block get to doing too many numbers. We like, hit a block, spin a block, come back around. Because we got so much traffic in West End and Keeler for the $10 bags. We telling people, come back around, spin a block. How many you want? 3, 6 for 50. Let me get a 6 for 50. I got robbed twice in 1 week. That's another story. Hey, matter of fact, go look at my old stories about Chicago, me getting robbed twice in 1 week. I got a whole bunch of Chicago stories. I did it. I did videos. I don't know if they lives, but I did videos about Chicago. But I always was in the rap. You know, this was when everybody had the flip Nextel, not the Boost Mobiles. You press the button and the music come on. I had Get Down Little Mama, Get Down Little Mama. It had Riding Dirty, Riding Dirty. I had that on my flip phone. I had a lot of songs. I'm trying to think of all the songs I had in my flip phone. You know, that was back in Mike Jones and all that stuff was cracking. You dig what I'm saying? It was like really a thing. It was really a thing, bro. Like you pull out your you was a man, you got the flip chirp, the silver flip chirp, Joan, the i730 or i790, whatever. If you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Everybody was doing the chirp phones. You know what I mean? You had the brick chirp phone, but you had to be careful because 12 will break your phone. 12 get up on you and pull up on you, they'll break your phone right in your face. You have to go buy a new phone. Like I done got a few phones broke by 12 because they know I'm jugging. They know what we was into, so they'll break your phone. Bro. I don't got no, hold on. I don't got no ice on my car. Hold on 1 second, because they be leaving ice on my car. Yo, could you get this ice off my car too, please? Like you got it off his? Yeah, I hate to be ignorant, but they see me come through. They let me ride right past, right? Ice all under my tires and all that, but the bull, they made sure his ice was off his tire. I spend money here too. Make sure my stuff good too. We ain't playing none of them games. I'm getting out now. Cause they be leaving my car dirty when I come to this car wash. I see what they do, right? It's a lot of racial tension in the world, and I'm not a racist person, right? But I'm aware of what's going on. I'm looking in my rear view. That's why I looked in my rear view, because they made sure they scrubbed his stuff real good. And they barely wet my car. Like, hold up, I'm stopping. Bro, get over here. It's just Erie, PA, it's a lot of racial tension. I'm not racist. I got business, so I really don't got time for that. But hold on, bro, you're not about to play with me like that, bro. I spent my money the same way, bro. Them spent their money. I be leaving out of here. I be having ice chunks on the bottom of my truck. Nah, we not doing that. Bro, what is you doing? But back to the story, bro. You know what I mean? over time, like I say, I ended up getting cooler with Shorty Low. So I'm back in Chicago again. I see Shorty Low and all these dudes on that Jeezy. When Jeezy first video, Shorty Low had his cars out there. The crew was out there. D4L was out there at the first. I don't know what was whatever Jeezy first song. I ain't gonna I gotta Google that. Whatever Jeezy first song was, D4L, Shorty Low had his cars out there. That was out there deep kicking it. You know what I mean? Balling. You know, Lil Ben having money. So I see that video. A little time later, I believe, I don't know if Shake That Laffy Taffy was hot or whatever. I don't know around that time. I know Shake That Laffy Taffy was around too. Girl, Shake That Laffy Taffy. Monday, Shorty Low was the CEO of that, but he had ended up going to jail while that joint was blowing up. I can't recall exactly how the story was, but this is around the lines of it. But I know that Shake That Laffy Taffy, Shake That Laffy Taffy. Remember Fable had everybody in Chicago. Mind you, I'm staying in Chicago at the time. Everybody in Chicago, they riding 4 deep with the white Fable glasses on. Everybody got the Fable glasses on in Chicago, bro. 4 deep in rentals. The whole car rocking the Shake That Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. Hey, I was listening to WGCI. I was listening to WGCI the first time I heard Shake That Laffy Taffy. The first time I heard Shake That Laffy Taffy, me too, I rock with Jeezy. It was on WGCI. This is how WGCI introduced that, right? I'm going through the vents, so hold on. I'm going through the blowers, so give me a second. Hit the like button on y'all way in. Hit the comment button. Let me get through this real quick. So check it. The first time I hear Shake That Laffy Taffy, they played it on WGCI, the radio station. And you know, I ain't think I was listening. I was like, dang, it's a trendy song, but they introduced the song. There's like, and here, and the next song coming up, man, Shake That Laffy Taffy by D4L. I don't know what this is, man, but it's a new wave, man. And hey, man, I guess so. Here it go. That joint was like, doo, 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 doo. Shake That Laffy Taffy. That Laffy. I ain't see the video yet, so I ain't know about the dance or none of that stuff yet. I'm just listening to it on WGCI the first time I ever heard it. Bro, a week later, that song hit so hard. A week later, bro, everybody was coming through playing Shake That Laffy Taffy. I'm telling you, it was lit. So Jeezy cracking and all this stuff, he got his song out. Mind you, this all the same summer, right? Boom, right? Shake That Laffy Taffy was a hit. It was a banger. It was a banger, right? So everybody turned up to it. You know, like I said, the Fable glasses, bro. Everybody, you had to have your Fable glasses, bro. You had to. You had to have your Fable glasses, bro. You would go to the guy. It wasn't even no good, expensive glasses. They was white frames, bro. Everybody, that Laffy Taffy. Doing the Fable and right? Look, right? Everybody turned. This same summer, we talking about my story in hip hop, right? This same summer, right? I'm on Madison. I'm on Madison Street, right? So I went to the store. I got me a piece of puff, fries with some mild sauce and a soda right there on Lake and Pulaski. Got me a nice little meal real fast. Excuse me. Got a nice meal. And then I'm like, well, forget it then. I'm about to walk up to Pulaski. I mean, Madison and Pulaski. And, you know, that's where we, you know, grabbed me a few Dutches and stuff. I had me some good smoke, and I'm just kicking it. I ain't got nothing to do. So I walk up Madison. A Def Jam truck come playing music riding down Madison. But the Def Jam truck is basically it's putting it's putting stuff up. It's putting big posters up of a diamond clad snowman. And the sign said snowman coming soon, had the Def Jam label at the bottom. So me and my homeboy look like, man, what's the snowman? You know, we more like, yo, what's the snowman? Snowman coming soon. Mind you, everybody got, you know, then them snowman teachers hit the scene hard. Boom. The snowman, my cousin had a snowman t-shirt, but I didn't get it yet. I'm in Chicago. I didn't get what was going on in Atlanta yet. I didn't get the snowman thing. But when I seen that, Joan, and I'm like, hold on, my cousin had a snowman t-shirt on. I call Atlanta. Hey, cuz, I need one of them snowman t-shirts. Like, he the only person can get me a snowman t-shirt back in the day. We was that gullible. Like, cuz, I need one of them snowman t-shirts because I'm on Madison. I just seen them dudes posting the snowman Joan up, man. Snowman coming soon. Now everybody wearing snowman t-shirts. Snowman t-shirts with the Fable glasses. Shake that, love it, have it. Look, bro. Snowman t-shirt with the Fable glasses, right? The joint hitting different, bro. The joint hitting hard. It's hit the scene so hard, bro. I gotta get some gas. Y'all gotta hang with me, right? Y'all gotta hang. T-shirt with the Fable glasses. Hold on, I gotta put my hat on real fast. I gotta go out here and pump some gas. But I'm taking y'all with me. I'm gonna let y'all hang with me for a little bit. So, everybody got snowman t-shirts and Fable glasses, bro. This was the thing. This was the wave. Mind you. Nah. Who else came out around that time? This is when, that summer when you can watch a music video and rewind it. You hear me? This that first summer of being able to rewind live TV. This was that year. I forgot it was TiVo or something like that. This was when people was rewinding live TV. This when that phase hit. They call it on demand now, but back in the day, you could just rewind live TV, bro. That was like the newest thing ever. Man, I'm in the basement watching on demand. It wasn't called on demand back then. I'm pretty sure it's called something else. I'm watching Every Day I'm Hustling. Every Day I'm Hustling. Rick Ross came out. He got that status that summer, bro. We bumping. Hello, how you doing? Can I get $50 on pump 6, please? Sure. So we bumping Every Day I'm Hustling, and like I say, Chameleonaire, all these type of different dudes and stuff like that, right? This is what we rocking. Can I get the receipt too?
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we on that wave, man. Gucci Mane was out too. Yeah. Gucci Mane was out for sure. That So Icy was out. That's So Icy. But like I said, this ain't that summer. Gucci already did So Icy. You know what I mean? You know, we ain't talking about the So Icy. Gucci Mane was popping. He was. But he wasn't on that scale. Like I said, Gucci was still like a local joker. My cousin Twan used to listen to it. I wasn't listening to Gucci heavy. And Gucci didn't have no big songs on the Jones yet. So however it go. Yeah. Mike Jones and all them was, Mike Jones, Chameleonaire, it was that time, you know who dropped the album that year? Life Jennings. Must be nice and all that stuff. And I be robbing these ninjas. I'm a stick up kid. If you doing too much, I'm coming to get it. Yeah, man, that's that wave, man. Dudes wilding on here. I'm not with that wild stuff you dudes be on, bro. Bro said, show me them wrinkly nuts. Oh, bro. Hey, look, I'm going to show y'all this comment. Matter of fact, no, I am. I'm gonna add him as a moderator, dude. Hey, WBC champ C1, you a moderator now. You a goofy. Hey, J Hood, do you want to be a moderator for my channel? I see you every day. You want to be a moderator, bro? Get rid of these dudes. You be here every day with me, bro. I see you real tapped in with me, so you definitely can be the moderator. Yeah, just let me know if you want that. Okay, I'm making you one right now. You is now a moderator as of right now. Yeah, you be coming through, J Hood. I appreciate that. But I'm just going through tapping into hip hop. So I used to be rapping with these Chicago dudes, right? They call it the Go Getters. My man E.T. Blue, Chill Will, Lil Dub, Wanky, you know what I mean? Jack D, Lil Danny, Melion Millennium, Jamil. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna even leave Sean Delion. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure I mention all the guys. You know what I'm saying, though? I can't leave. Did I leave anybody out? I'd be mad. Elroy. I can't leave Elroy out. Elroy Pivotal. I've been knowing Elroy before I knew all the other blues, but you know, I had a better relationship with the other guys. So you know, them the guys I hung with. Elroy used to come around. He used to do his own thing, but he still was cool. But I knew him longer than I did know all the other blues. But that's my guy. So however it go. So I'm always been into hip hop and music and doing this and doing that. I always been around. I always been around rap. So I'm more thinking I'm trying to push their music. I'm mind you, I'm over there in the park. What's that not Humboldt Park? Garfield Park, bro. I'm in Garfield Park. I'm pushing their music, bro. I'm out there selling their CDs, bro. I'm out there selling my boys' CDs out there. We turned up. I'm trying to turn them up. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this rap thing is real. So I'm out there in Garfield Park selling their music and trying to get them. I didn't have a song on this CD they had. This thing, they had a Chi-Town Go-Getter song. I just was trying to push their music more for real. Damn. So I'm selling my homeboys' music, you know. $5 a CD. I'm out here grinding with it, bro. Dead serious, trying to, you know, I wanted to get them up through there. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, I got a little influence. I'm in Chicago. They wasn't in Chicago. They was living in Erie. I was in Chicago, so I was trying to basically, like, you know, if I can do something to help my homeboys out, I'm gonna sell their music. I'm gonna get out here and get to this money. You know, for them. They don't even need to be here. So now I'm seeing, yo, we can change our whole lives with this music. So I come back to Erie for a minute. I'm telling my homeboys, yo, listen, we got to move to Atlanta, bro. This was before the Atlanta thing was like the popular thing. I'm like, bro, we got to move to Atlanta, bro, and get on with this music, bro. And my homeboy, E.T., he had family members in New Orleans and all this type of stuff. Nobody was believing me, right? They wasn't understanding what I was trying to do. Mind you, I probably wasn't as influential. E.T. word meant a lot. If E.T. would have said it, everybody would have did it. I ain't gonna front. But then was his little cousin, so that was his little squad. So my word wasn't hitting as much as his word would have hit. But I always had the idea, like, yo, we need to move to Atlanta. But my words fell upon deaf ears. So you know what I start doing? I start rapping. My cousin Tower ended up coming to Erie too. I'm getting money. We troublemakers. Me and my cousin Tower got the same matching tattoos. He's 6'8". I'm 5'7". 5'6". So my cousin Tower tall as ever. So I get the tattoo. We got the same tattoos. Go getters. Troublemaker, I mean. So we end up doing some music stuff. We start making songs. And this one young bull, you know, My cousin's son, my cousin Stackhouse son, young bull I used to deal with back in the day. He said some stuff on the record. I'm gonna give him his John though. He like, you ain't never seen a nigga like this. Nowhere in the world with a swagger like this. Yeah, not mine, from my, but they could not be it because I was born swag rich, swag rich, swag rich, swag rich. That was a song, right? Called Swag Rich. We in the tower, he was more business minded at the of us all, you know. We youngins, we just hanging around. He turned that to the label, Swag Rich Entertainment. Swag Rich Entertainment. We took that, ran with that, we went so hard. We went so hard. I started rapping. I started going crazy. I started doing the most. Like I said, this is a little bit, it's a few years after the original Joan, because we had to build up. I had to get back to area and get to this money. So we got the Swag Rich going. This is about 29, '09. You know what I mean? It's a few years after that stuff. Because like I say, I should get my lizard some food, huh? Y'all gotta get my lizard some crickets real fast, man. I gotta get some crickets. I'm gonna go across the street and get some crickets real fast. Yeah, so we parlay. We out there, we swag rich now. We turned up. This what songs came out. Real niggas follow me. I come from the struggle. Never had a nickel, so I had to hustle. Late night street fights, learn how to tussle. Head up, no straps. Get it from the muscle. Swag rich president, head of a dream team. Yeah, I got slow me when I'm in that green thing. You rapping for a chain? I don't do it for the bling bling. Cash roll everything around me. I'm about cream. And I'm still on the block, never met state prop, but I stay with the rock. A lot of niggas talk about me, but they stay on my job. I don't talk to them because I heard they talk to the cops. Never share cheese with a rat. Keep them at a distance. Watch for the traps. Stay off the phone. Might be tapped. Wanna talk business with me? Come to the trap. 21st and paid. Block doing digits. Loud by the dubs. Nicks of the midget. Oh, that man got pills. They pitching. I done seen a lot of O's whipped up in the kitchen. Blood, sweat, and tears. Bang for the set. A lot of niggas can't hang on the set. Young OG got raised by the vets, and I gambled with my life. I never ran from a bet. Your street credit mystery. You front like you got it, but we all know your history. Your boy missing me. I'm a player, got back. She's missing me. Put their face in my lap. Never catch them kissing me. Huh? Swag rich mother. That was just all bars. When I was one of them dudes, I did all bars before all bars was popular. Before, you know what I mean? I was the type of dude, all bars. I had those, and I had songs. We had this song called 21st and Paid. That was my first ever song. My second ever song I recorded was called We Did That. I recorded it in Atlanta. It was called my boy. Oh, I forgot my man's name. He was hard. He was hard, bro. Pause. I'm talking about he was hard. He had the song called We Did That. He was like, and he had the hook. He came with the hardest hook ever. He said, hit the club, stack and put it on. We did that. Loud as hell, throwing up my zone. We did that. Loaded off that rose blowing strong. We did that. All the whole did that. Tell them suckers get back. Hit the club, stack and put it on. We did that. Loud as hell, throwing up my zone. We did that. Loaded off that rose blowing strong. We did that. All the whole did that. Tell them suckers get back. Mind you, I was in my rapping like Shorty Low days. Here I go. Here's what I said on that joint. I said, we did Chevy's already, put your whip up. Handcuff the hoe, still gonna pick us. Ben did her. She can be your wife. I'm on it for the night. You want it for your life. Ben getting money. Ben riding Lex. Candy red, paint chrome. Ben riding that. Ben on the block, cause I network. You get a stepped on, I get the best work. Whip game stupid. Yeah, I bring it back. Cook it in a microwave, Ben did that. I'm on deck, you niggas still in the bullpen. I get a game up before I let a fool win. Troublemakers in the building, we on hot. 14 years old, ran the whole block. 15 Monte Carlo, 16 lakh. Now you understand that nigga Ben did that. Did the club stacking, putting on. We did that. Loud as hell, throwing in my zone. We did that. Loaded off that rose, blowing strong. We came with a whole wave, bro. we hit the ground running so hard, we ended up taking over the city where we was at for sure. Now, like I say, my old D4L dudes was rocking with my couple records I was putting out, but me, I was a dealer. I was a drug dealer. So, as excited everybody else was about my songs and how good I was as a rapper, I didn't have that mindset. I didn't have that sit in the studio mindset. I didn't want to sit in the studio all the time. I ain't care about recording. I had the hardest songs ever. But I was one of them dudes, I really cared less about that stuff. It didn't move me like that. It didn't move me like it moved other people, right? So that was my downfall because I really didn't care about it. Oh, nah, them dudes is... I'm an old head, bro. I'm a big dog, bro. That's not my... I wasn't... Bro, I'm gonna post a picture up here when I'm throwing them trays up as a little kid, bro. It didn't even make no sense. But I was throwing them trays up before Chief Keef and all that. Yeah, man, so... Yeah, like 40 large crickets, please. Yeah, so however it go, man. Hey, I was doing my rapping. I got some bangers for real. I just never really cared about rapping. I was a drug dealer. I didn't care about that. It never entertained me. And I made good songs. It's just the fact I wasn't caring about it. I was looking at the now money. I wasn't making no money off rapping. So I didn't think too much. And, you know, DJ Ransom Dollars used to put my songs on his mixtape. He used to put my songs on his mixtape. So I was popping in the South before I even went down South. I was popping. My music was going crazy in the South. I just didn't care. I didn't care that much. Like, you know what I mean? And it kind of bothered my cuz, because he like, dang, cuz, you nice, cuz. Why you be playing? Like, it wasn't that. It just, like, didn't care that much. Oh, a 40-gallon tank. What that cost? I just didn't care that much about it. And I wasn't tapped in as much as I should be. I wasn't. And I'm accountable. I hold myself accountable. I ain't going to act like I wasn't. It just was, you know, when you live in the lifestyle, that wasn't my interest. I felt like I just wanted to get money. That's it. I care less about anything else but getting some money. I'm talking about instant money. I ain't want no, you know what I mean, when I get on money. But that's just the way it was. Do I think back like, damn, what I could have been and what I could have did? Yeah, I do. That money was coming in, shoebox money, man. I'm gonna put some videos up and show y'all what I was talking about. Right, I can tell you. But yeah, I was really, you know. Here you go. Appreciate that. Yeah. I was too much of a dealer to focus on what I had going on. Yeah. But that's my hip hop story, man. I'm still around. I'm still tapped in with Shorty Low. So I'm city to city with Low. This years later. I'm tapped in with Shorty Low. I'm going city to city. I done been in a lot of cities with Low. He's just showed me a lot. I've been around Future, Via Low. You know, a lot of different artists and stuff. I've been in a lot of studio sessions and kicking them with Low. Man, like Shorty Low got me through there. He showed me a lot. You know, it's more stories coming soon. I'm just basically giving y'all the gist of how I came into hip-hop, man. Same old boy, 100 County since I started with nothing, man. Peace. Appreciate y'all stopping through, man.